Welcome to AI in 8 minutes or less, your daily AI update. Today, we're diving right into a seriously fascinating explainer. We're looking at subnet 113 to explore how founders Kem and Sindart are building something called TensorUSD. It's a native stablecoin built from the ground up for the Bittensor ecosystem. If you've been tracking the explosion of decentralized AI, keeping value flowing smoothly inside the network is absolutely crucial. But right now, well, there's a pretty massive roadblock. Get this, right now, an estimated 11,000 to 12,000 tau is leaking out of the Bittensor ecosystem every single day. That is just a massive amount of capital flight. And why is it happening? Because users and developers who just want to lock in some gains or secure a bit of stable value, they're forced to bridge out to external centralized exchanges. They're literally having to leave the network just to find some stability. The core problem is pretty obvious, right? The old way means dealing with high friction, those expensive wrapping processes, and all the counterparty risks of centralized exchanges. It's just clunky. But this new way changes the game completely. TensorUSD basically acts like a universal bank right inside the ecosystem. You can just lock up your tau natively and mint TensorUSD directly against it. No bridging out, no leaving Bittensor, or virtually zero friction. Section 1. The fix. Introducing TensorUSD. Let's dig into the mechanics and see exactly how this decentralized, overcollateralized stablecoin is designed to stop that daily capital flight. The process to actually use your idle TAO is brilliantly simple. Step 1, you just create a secure vault. Step 2, you deposit your TAO to use as collateral. And Step 3, you mint TensorUSD against it. That's it. You keep your exposure to TAO while instantly getting liquid, stable US dollars to use across the network. But since TAO is obviously a volatile crypto asset, there has to be a safety net so the stablecoin doesn't lose its peg. To keep a rock-solid one-to-one peg to the US dollar, TensorUSD requires a strict 150% minimum collateral ratio. So what does that actually mean for you? Basically, for every $150 worth of TAO you lock up, you can mint a maximum of $100 of TensorUSD. It builds in this huge 50% buffer to just absorb any wild market shocks without the whole system falling apart. Now, Vault Health is strictly categorized to protect everything. While 150% is the bare minimum to mint, you're generally considered quote-unquote safe anywhere above that line. But if the volatile crypto market drops your collateral value down to the 120% warning tier, well, that's when the liquidation process officially kicks off. Honestly, this is why a lot of users might choose to over-collateralize at maybe 200% or more, just so they can sleep soundly at night without sweating setting market dips. But what actually happens when a vault hits that 120% danger zone? Well, here's the really cool Bittensor twist. Instead of standard DeFi liquidations where a basic script just blindly sells off your assets, Subnet 113 uses autonomous AI liquidator agents. These are the actual miners on the subnet. They use artificial intelligence to predict price movements and actively hunt for vaults that are slipping into under-collateralized territory. They don't just execute, they actually strategize. Now, the really crucial part is how these AI miners actually operate. When a vault drops between 120% and 105%, these miner agents engage in an American auction process. The highest bidder wins, actively bidding to liquidate the risky vault and earn a profit for themselves. But the protocol doesn't leave anything to chance. If the market is absolutely crashing and no AI agent steps in to bid, and that ratio hits exactly 105%, boom, the protocol's failsafe automatically takes over. It steps right in, liquidates the vault itself, and fiercely protects that $1 peg. Now, here's a question I know a lot of you are probably asking right now. You might be wondering, what if I just want to park my TAO in a vault to support the network, but I don't actually need to mint any stablecoins today? Do I just miss out on my staking rewards? Well, the great news is your deposited TAO absolutely does not sit idle. When you open a vault, your TAO is actually staked to the root network under the hood. That means you earn the standard APY, which is currently hovering around 8%, just for supplying liquidity to the system. You get all the flexibility of the vault without giving up your passive income. Best of both worlds, really. Section 2. Subnet 113, Revenue and Tokenomics. Let's dive in and see how this entire system is actually designed to reward the wider community. This is a massive takeaway for anyone interested in the ecosystem's overall economy. TensorUSD generates its revenue from 3 main sources: transaction fees, liquidation fees, and stability fees. And here is the real kicker. An impressive 50% of all those generated profits are used strictly to buy back and burn subnet 113 alpha tokens. That creates a continuous, deflationary pressure on the alpha token, directly rewarding everyone who holds and supports the subnet. Section 3. The road to mainnet and beyond. With thousands of TensorUSD already minted smoothly on the testnet, let's take a look at exactly how the team is rolling this out. To guarantee safety in the wildly fast-moving DeFi space, they're taking a total security-first approach. The rollout is going to start with temporary minting ceilings, basically a cap on how much can be minted initially just to test the water safely. Plus, their smart contracts are backed by incredibly rigorous audits from both Bitscale and Lambda. And for long-term peace of mind, they're establishing ongoing 24/7 bug bounty programs, inviting ethical hackers to constantly stress-test the protocol. Looking ahead, their roadmap is absolutely packed. They're actively building an SDK so other subnets can easily plug right in and accept TensorUSD as native payment for AI services. They are also enabling multi-collateral minting, which means soon you'll be able to use your alpha tokens, not just Tau, as collateral. And the ultimate goal? Real-world integration. They're planning to connect TensorUSD with Visa and MasterCard, meaning you could literally buy your groceries using stable value backed by your Bittensor assets. How cool is that? So the really crucial takeaway from all of this is that a native stablecoin is about to unlock a truly frictionless, decentralized economy directly on Bittensor. It completely removes the need to bridge out, it brings in these awesome AI-driven liquidations, and it keeps capital flowing right where it belongs. Leaving us to ask the ultimate question as this ecosystem matures. With your capital now unlocked, how will you use your idle Tau? If you enjoyed this, subscribe to AI in 8 minutes and never miss what matters.